hear from you what exactly we achieved in the last class by using Redux toolkit query, what we have achieved.
Okay.
Yeah, what we are able to do. We are able to send a request to the server and we are able to get the response from the server, right? And we are able to display it. For API calls, we used Redux query, Redux toolkit query. We configured the API calls, we created the actions, and we made a call and we got the response. This is what we have done in the last class. So, in the continuation, let us do something little crazy. The crazy thing is, let me create another component like countries2 dot jsx rfce and h1 countries2 and here have a button, okay, butty button, load countries or show countries. Okay, so in this UL I want to display the list of countries after clicking on this button. I hope you got the point, right? I don't want to load, I don't want to directly load along with the component. I want the countries only when I click on the button, not directly. I hope you understood that. అర్థమైందా guys? Here I have a country's class name is equal to what was that? Class name is equal to my box. In the app component, I will load countries. So here I have countries too. When I click on this button, I want to load the component. Hello, hello. Am I clear what I exactly want? Snehal, have you understood what exactly I wanted? ఈ క్లీనింగ్ అయిపోయిందా? పోయింది, ఈ రూమ్ అయిపోయిందంట. ఇది am I not audible guys? Madhu, Karim?
Audible, sir.
మరి నేను ఒక క్వశ్చన్ అడుగుతున్నా, అప్పటి నుంచి ఒక్క ఆన్సర్ లేదు. There is no response. Did you understand what exactly the problem is? When I click on the button, only then I want something. The problem with the, not problem, the activity with the countries component is, as soon as this loads, this countries component loads, this use get all countries query will be automatically executed.
Correct.
So that it will make a call and it will bring the data. If the data is yet to be arrived from the server, it will give you is loading as true, right? And the data will be undefined. So once the data comes, it will automatically update the data such that this UX, I mean, the JSX will be re-rendered and it will be displayed. This is what's happening. But here the scenario is different. I want to call the API only when I click on this button, not before that. Sometimes I may click that button and sometimes I may not click that button. Both things can be happen. So I can't make it like, okay, let us call that API and store somewhere. And when I click on that button, bring that data and show it back. This will not happen, right? So when it will, when I click on this button, only then it should be making the call. So for that, what you think about it is on click is equal to something like, let us say, get my countries, some function call I will be doing it, and I'll define it here. Function get my countries, and here you must be thinking like, you can call the function that which function use get all countries. So the same code I must be writing over here, right? But as soon as I write it here, you got an error. You can clearly see that error. What is the error you can find out?
So not in
React hook, this is a hook, is called in function get my countries. That is neither React function component nor a custom hook function. React component names must be start with uppercase letter. React hook names must start with use. Okay, it is started with use, but you should not call the hook inside the function. You should not call that hook inside the functions. Then how can I do this? Okay. So here, these hooks should be called in the loading time. It should not be called inside the function. It should be called at the loading time. Isn't it? So how shall I plan this? How should I plan this whole aspect is? Yes. So don't worry, I don't use this. What I'll do is, in this services, along with the use get all countries query, I have something called use lazy get all countries query. Okay.
okay, sir.
There is a function. There is, of course, this is also like a hook, but this function is not like a hook. This is a hook, in fact. But this function will give you something else. I'll show you that. So first of all, in any function, if you want to make a serve API request on a function call, in that component, first use lazy function hook, which will give you two things in an array, not in an object. It will give you exactly two things in an array. So that should be taken as a fun as well as state, or yes, keep it like something like this. So this use lazy get all countries query hook will give you a function. So this function means C function or whatever you want to write it. That is not necessary to be CFN. It can be anything. And state, what a status or something like that can be maintained in ST. So only these two will come. So this function can be used here. Try to understand. So these CFN is a function. So here you have to call the function, and then automatically it will make a call, and it will send the response, whatever the data is, that will be passed to here. First of all, I'll show you what happened. Understood? Save, and in the console, show countries. So what happened? Show countries in the line number. Okay, I have one more. In the countries, I have two consoles. Let me lock it because the countries is also there, right? So when I refresh this page, when I click on show countries, I got in the this countries 2 line number 7 got executed. Line number 7 got executed, and in that we in the response we got the data. So this data is coming only when on
click.
on click, only when I need, only when I needed, only when I needed that. Okay, 1 minute. You got it, guys? Yeah. So this is possible only through use lazy get all countries query. Okay, that's fine. That's one level is fine. But I want to go back. I want to go back and I want to show you some surprising thing. Very surprising thing for you. Okay. Chalo. Save. I refresh the page. Try to understand one step by one step. Okay. So countries component got loaded, not countries 2, countries component got loaded. In the beginning, that means this countries component got loaded. In the beginning, is loading is true, data is undefined. Then is loading is true, data is undefined. Is loading is false, data, we got the data and we are able to print that in the countries component. Isn't it? But that is okay. But when I click on this countries 2, can you see something? What you have observed, guys? What you have observed? Can you please tell me what is your observation?
Yeah, along with data, we have some information like status, endpoint name.
Only that? మధు మీరే అబ్జర్వ్ చేయాలి, మీకే ఎక్కువ అవసరం.
కాంపోనెంట్ విల్ ఆల్సో
ఏంటండి? వెరీ గుడ్, వెరీ గుడ్. యా యా చెప్పండి.
కంట్రీ 2 కాంపోనెంట్ కూడా ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అయింది సార్.
I don't know whether you did it intentionally or unintentionally. Of course, countries 2 component will be executed, right? Countries 2 component, because I am clicking the button in the countries 2 component. That is from where I have fired the query. Not only that, what happened along with that?
Countries component is also
countries component is also executed. Why not counter component? Why only countries component? That is the beauty of React toolkit. That is the beauty of React toolkit query. Okay.
So this one, when we click on
Ah.
button, it is executed.
Yes, of course. That's what I shown in the from the beginning. So let us go back to the this is countries two. Okay, this is countries two. In the countries two, just recheck, refresh the page. Hmm? Hmm. In the console, you can see this. Countries component got loaded. Hello, hello. Here,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
countries component, counter component, countries component, countries component, countries component, countries two component. Console is inside the function, not outside.
This is
So
a default loading.
this is the default loading. Now you see this. When I click on show countries, what happened?
Okay.
What happened? Yeah. Please, I want to listen it
Yeah.
from you.
Why it is triggering that default?
Because this is the latest data. Because both are pointing to the same URL. Both are pointing to the same URL.
Same URL.
Yeah. So when you whatever the action you are performing on that URL, so that action may be updating the query, maybe maybe updating the API, isn't it? Maybe some latest data must be there. So that data, that API call should be made, and wherever there is an update, there in all those places that update should be going on. I'll tell you, Madhu, you must have done this CRUD operations. Okay, whenever you add a product, whenever you add a product, automatically the UI will not be displayed. Do you agree with me? That again, you have to make a call for the latest data after adding the new product. Did you get my point?
No, sir, I am not done before.
Okay, yeah, I will show you. But first of all, wherever there is this particular query, all those places that data is getting updated. That is what I am saying. When I execute the function from lazy, that is not only updating or getting the data here, this is also updating the other places where the same query is being made. The same query, wherever there is a call for the same query, for the same API endpoint, that will be done. Okay, I'll show you this. I think this is very next to the point. Now today only we will see that activity also. Chalo. So on a button click on a that is called on demand. Whenever you try to make a call on demand. What do you mean by on demand? Only on demand I want to get some data. So obviously that will be possible by this particular syntax. First, you have to call the use lazy get all countries query action. So that gives you a function. That function can be used in the function from which you want to make the call, or from which you want to initiate the call. Okay. Right. This is one point. Now we are entering into the next aspect. Basically, this is only a kind of get request, that is just an API call. But sometimes we may need to make the post request. That means we may need to send the data to the server. So when you want to send the data to the server, in that time, you're supposed to do little more work. The little more work is what? That means you have to send the data also, not only the request. Along with the request, you have to send the data. How to send the data? From the UI. That is possible by a form. So we'll first take the data in the form, and once we complete filling the form, then what do? I will send the data to the server, so that is also API call only, but this time along with the API call, we have to send the data. That is also needed. Okay, how do we perform that activity, right? But is there any server in the world which is ready to accept your data? The form data. To get the data, so many APIs are there. But to send the data, do we have any API? Do we really have any API as such?
Go REST.
Uh-huh.
Go REST API.
Okay. I want to know the spelling. Please go ahead.
Go REST API.
Spelling.
GO REST.
Go REST API. I am not getting that link directly.
దాని స్పెల్లింగ్ గుర్తు రావడం లేదు సార్, బట్ అయితే
Taking as a REST API.
Mm-hmm.
Result is taking as a REST API only. It's not taking Go REST.
అసలు దాని మీద నాకేమి I don't even get any proper link also. At least it should supposed to be get, because I was waiting. I used to have a beautiful server like MLab. Right now it occupied by
సార్
MongoDB.
capital HTTPS double slash
HTTPS://
GOREST
GOREST
.co.in.
.co.in.
Yes, sir.
So here, yes, excellent. gorest.co.in. This is an Indian website. Amazing. So here, HTTPS, you can get the users. Excellent. You can get the to-dos. That's trying out creating a new user with the post request. Super. We can have post request. Okay. Suppose here creates a comment, creates a post comment, creates a post for the user. That is also great. But you need that ID. But they are all not coming under. I mean, how do we fetch, or how do we get our own post? When we say get all, that will give you all the posts. The number of posts are around 2,979. So out of these posts, where do I find out my post? That's the problem. Okay.
So REST console, REST console is there.
REST console is there. Okay.
బెస్ట్ కన్సోల్లో
Uh-huh.
మనము రిక్వెస్ట్ టైప్ చూస్ చేసుకుంటే
Mhm.
దాని మన డేటా ఇక్కడ అప్డేట్ అయిన డేటా ఇక్కడ కనిపిస్తుంది సార్. నేను చేస్తున్నాను
ఓకే, ఐ గాట్ ఇట్ అండి, నేను కాదనట్లేదు. ఇప్పుడు మనం 4 పోస్టులు యాడ్ చేసాము, ఆ పోస్టులను డిస్ప్లే చేసుకోవాలంటే అంటే నేను చేసిన పోస్టులు మాత్రమే నాకు కనపడాలి అని అంటే
అంటే సెండ్ చేసిన తర్వాత ఇక్కడ గెట్ రిక్వెస్ట్ కనకపోతే నీకు ఒక ఆథరైజేషన్ ఒక ఐడి వస్తుంది సార్ ఒకటి.
ఓకే.
ఒక టోకెన్ రైస్ చేస్తున్నాం, ఆ టోకెన్ ని మనం యూజ్ చేసుకుని సెండ్
అచ్చా 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 అచ్చా, ఓకే 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 ఓకే, సరే బాగుంది. యాక్చువల్గా వీ నీడ్ టు డూ దీస్ ఆల్ థింగ్స్ త్రూ టోకెన్ బేస్డ్ అథెంటికేషన్, ఇజంట్ ఇట్? అచ్చా అచ్చా, ఓకే, ఐ గాట్ ఇట్. డెఫినెట్లీ వీ విల్ డూ దిస్. ఐ మీన్ ఇట్స్ గుడ్, బట్ it will give you only set of users and posts. Can I create my own can I create my own? For example, it is something like cars. If it is possible, then it will be great. Okay. చందమామ స్టోరీస్, ఓ ఇదేదో మనోళ్ళదే ఉన్నట్టుంది. Guys, don't worry, I'll do it, but I have a different solution for you. I have a different solution for you. That solution is I can create my own APIs in my computer itself. That API, that is called as JSON server, and this gives you a fake API. I repeat, this can give you a fake API. Is that clear? Fake API server. So that from now onwards, you need not to send requests to countries or products. You can create your own local API server, and we can interact with that for all the CRUD operations. Let us see how can I do that. And here it is called JSON server. So first of all, you have to install this JSON server. This JSON server. So for the installation, these guys give you a global installation for JSON server, but I prefer, or I will suggest you to do in a little different way. And that is also here only. You need not to worry about it. So you have to install in a folder, basically this JSON server. In that, you have to create a file called server.js. I'll show you how to do that all. So here in the RB26 app, this is RB26 app, right? The same way, I would like to create one more folder in the RB26. In the RB26, I would like to create a separate folder called RB26 database or backend. Make it as backend. It is APIs or okay, API server. Amma, sorry.
I'm saying same server.
Yeah. So I have created it, and I'll open the terminal for that. And first things first, I have to install npm install JSON server. So don't worry about the things. You can make use of -save -dev. Okay. This is also okay. Leave this. Okay. Let us not unnecessary confusions. Okay, great. JSON server got installed. All the node packages have come here. And here I need to create server.js. This is what they said, create a server.js. In that server.js, put this entire thing. And now it will take a file called db.json as a database. So what in that database, you cannot give everything as your wish. It will have a format. That format is straight away here. You have to take this format, copy, take that data and put it over here. Okay. So here, this is the data. And now I have to save this, okay? Once I save it, I have to start the server, node space server.js. So as soon as I start the server, this particular data now can be served as API. So from the browser, what I can do is I can go to the localhost colon. This is also running on 3000. Oh. Wait. I had to stop it. Okay. Wait. Because my React server is also running on 3000. Don't do that. Run this server on 4000. Here you have to configure it. Apart from that, there is nothing you should touch in this folder. Okay. So now okay, not this. Yeah, here I will start node server.js. JSON server is running. And now what I should do is wait a minute. I have to first show you this is the server which is running, right? So from localhost 4000, if I send it, yes, I got the local server APIs, what do you say, page. So this page is giving me 3 endpoints. So if I make a request for localhost 4000 / posts, it will give you the posts data. When I say localhost colon 4000 / what is that, post send, what is that, posts comments. If I send the request for comments, it will give you the comments data. If I send you the request for I don't know, authors or something like that, I don't know what was the other users / users gives you
Profile.
profile / profile gives me the profile. Okay, but here I want to put something different. I want to bring the products. So in my application, I am getting the products from fakestore.api.com. Now I don't want to get the products from fake store because fake store can give you data, but you cannot add a new product into the fake store. You can give only 20 products. They will give you only 20 products. You have to be happy with the 20 products. Okay. So here, as soon as I say products, Yes, it gave me all the values, all the products. So these products now I would like to serve from my server. So what do? Is I go to the db.json. In that, I will create products property. In that products property, I will paste it. Be careful, guys. After pasting, you need to put a comma. After pasting, you need to put a comma. If you have any issue, format the document with the code formatter. You can see all the products are coming. If you don't the comma, whatever I put, it has come here. So you have to put it here. So I will repeat the procedure. Earlier it was like this. Earlier it was like this. You put products should be in the double quotes, colon, and paste the data. After pasting the data, you just right click on this and format the document with the code formatter. Okay, it didn't format. Select all and right click, format the document with the code formatter. Are? Oh, see. Format the code with format document. Cancel. It is formatting only after the correct one. Okay, so guys, see. Until and unless you put the comma in the end, it will not happen. So go to the end, press the end button and put a comma here. I mean, here or here, a comma. So now make the prettier, format the document with code formatter. Now it will come. So this comma came here. If you forget it, it will throw you lot of errors. So be careful of keeping the comma at the end of the array. Is that clear? Hello.
Sir, yes, sir.
Sorry, I may be annoying you by asking again and again, but if there is no communication, then it will be irritating. So finally, I got the my server is ready with the products now, but I had to restart the server after adding the data manually. Through APIs, if you add the data, that will be done automatically. But if you do it, you need to do like this. Great. So now, what else we need to do? I'm
we have to show that.
node server. Yes, JSON server is running. And ultimately here, now I have to change my React application code. Here I'm going back to the data. I just want to change the URL. It is not HTTPS. I will change the data to http://localhost:4000/ because even ultimately the query is adding the products only. So now if I go back to the React application, now the products are coming from where?
JSON server.
Excellent. Coming from the JSON server, not from the official website. How can you assure that? Correct. That is also right. So let us see in the products. This is first title is laptops, right? Let us take it as MacBooks. And save it. After modifying manually, you have to restart the server. Stop the server by Control C and restart the server. Now, if I refresh this page, I'm not getting that old one. I'm getting as a MacBooks. Understood? Hello.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right? Okay. So this is how I'm able to get the data from the server. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Just a minute. Okay, guys, I'll do one thing. I'll stop it here. Please install your server. I can't take class tomorrow. Okay.
India-Pakistan match.
Very smart. So that is one point. And okay, fine. I would like to continue. I say, okay, fine. 1 second. Let me ask Savita and Snehal. Snehal, Snehal,
Yes, sir.
क्या मैं आधा घंटा extend कर सकता हूँ? Are you fine if I extend half an hour? Or
Okay,
else? Sure, huh?
Okay.
Okay, 5 minutes दे दो मुझे. I will be back.
Yes.
Any others? Come on, Anita, Karim, Madhu.
Okay, sir.
కంటిన్యూ సార్.
చెప్పమ్మా మధు చెప్పండి. Don't
Sorry.
hesitate.
Sorry, sir. We'll continue on Monday. Today
ठीक है. No. We have to take care of everybody. Okay, don't worry. Please do practice up to here. I will forward you some videos also for adding the data and deleting the data so that I can finish it off. But I'm planning. Okay, fine. Take it, guys. Take it. I'll tell you what to do. Okay. See you. See you on Monday. Bye.
Thank you.